Hi everyone and welcome to my Deus Ex Mankind Divided Permadeath walkthrough. This is mission 14 and this is one of the tougher ones. We are infiltrating the Diwali house, mansion. I guess it's a mansion, or it has like a sort of stage, but I guess it's a mansion theater place, whatever. This is not, this is a nightclub or a whorehouse, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm gonna choose a very safe route to infiltrate the place, which is up in the roofs, and then I'm gonna drop down all the way to the floor because I try to stay on the roofs and go down later, but I got spotted every single time. I got spotted, so I created a route that is safe and cool to see at the same time. When I say safe, it means that if you stick to what I'm doing, you're gonna succeed. If you deviate a little or you second guess some enemy, you're gonna get spotted immediately. Like that's what the AI does, because sometimes, if you haven't noticed, when they are walking, they turn around and then they resume walking the same that they were doing before that. And that's kind of tricky. You have to get used to that. You have to see it and get used to it, because when they turn around just to peek a little and then continue, they can see you. They can fully see you. So now, to get past these lasers, I'm gonna use this dude, but see, I was gonna do it and I didn't reach it. So I'm gonna wait until he enters the room and I'm gonna do it anyway. This is a long chapter, guys, just because I didn't show you how I got to this place, passing a lot of checkpoints, police checkpoints, but I'm gonna show them to you after this mission. I thought it would be more entertaining for me to show you the Diwali mission completed first and then the checkpoints, because when this is a long mission, so when I continue from this point, you're gonna see me passing through a lot of the checkpoints, and I'm not gonna go like full into police checkpoints because they're all over the city. And if you're doing sub quests or sub missions or whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have to get used to those checkpoints. Luckily the checkpoints don't vary, so they're all the same. This was tough. This part was tough. See the center theater here, or whatever it is. This was tough. I had to wait until this guy's move, and I have to go all the way across this room, because if I try to go to the left, there is a guy sitting with some girls dancing, and he's never going to move from that position. So there is a vent on both sides of the stage, but to the left there is a guy that never moves, and to the right there is safe passage if you wait for these guys to get to the rounds, right? So I like this mission. This is a cool mission, and doing it like this without getting seen is also cool. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know why, but I think the ghost thingy, when you don't get, you know, that should pop up, sometimes it didn't pop up for me, and you're gonna see it that it doesn't pop up. But I didn't edit it. I mean, there is no way that it doesn't pop up. Sometimes it even pops the smooth operator and ghost doesn't appear, and I don't know why, because no one saw me and I triggered no alerts. I think there's something wrong with the ghost. I think we need a couple of patches here to figure out what's going on, because I've been testing this as well. If you I mean, I'm gonna explain what ghost entails. The only way you can cancel ghost is either if you get an alert, which is the basic, either if you get seen by a camera or a robot or whatever that can see you and trigger an alert, ruins the ghost as well, or if you leave a body, if you see a smooth operator but not ghost. That's really weird. Either you knock out someone or kill someone and someone discovers the body, then you ruin the ghost bonus as well. Those are the 3 instances where you can ruin the ghost bonus. Every other shit that can happen between that and what I'm doing here is fucking bugged. It's bugged because I should have gotten every single time the ghost bonus. In fact, I remember in Human Revolution, the Human Revolution walkthrough is called Ghost walkthrough because I'm ghosting all the missions and the bonus is working correctly. But here I'm not even knocking out people. Like I knocked a few people, and in the next mission I'm going to have to knock out people. The next mission is the end already. I think we got two more missions, and we're getting close to the end of the game. But the next one forces me to knock out people, so the ghost has to work either way, and it does. In that mission you're gonna see the ghost pop up even if I knock down people, but no one discovers the body, of course. And this game doesn't have the Splinter Cell thing. When you exit a map, the game does a kind of sweep of how secure the bodies of the enemies are, in the shadows and stuff like that. And if you fail the sweep, then you're gonna fail the rewards of I don't remember how it's called in Splinter Cell. Getting through a level without anyone ever seeing you or seeing bodies. This game doesn't have that. This game doesn't do a sweep of bodies concealed or stuff like that, because it doesn't really have a shadow visibility or shadow versus light. You're not better hidden in shadow as you are in light. It doesn't really make a difference here. So I don't know. I'm gonna make this guy see me right now, so I can change, so I can make him get up. I think I need to change the cycle of the enemies. That's why I'm doing this. Oh no, oh, that was cool, dude. I didn't remember that. That was really cool. So I got him to see me. I didn't remember that. I got him to see me, and then I followed him when he turned around, and I used him to exit the area. And look how close I am to be captured by that camera. Really, really close. But even if you are captured by a camera, I mean, I didn't even got the suspicious by the camera. But if you get the suspicious, it's not even a thing that will ruin the ghost thingy. Only if you trigger an alarm. Only if you trigger an alarm, or if you enter the searching mode, stuff like that. Stuff that will be other than, this. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the ghost thing, that sometimes pops up correctly and sometimes it's just not. It's just not, and it's weird because it should. Now I'm gonna use this guy to exit through the same area, and we're almost done with the Diwali mission. And I'm gonna show you how to pass several police checkpoints, by the way, because I'm gonna show you almost the entire mission. The only thing that I didn't show you is the beginning, and you have to go through one checkpoint only. So that's the only thing that I didn't show you, because if I showed you that checkpoint, it was going to become a 30-minute mission, and I want to keep it a little less. I think we are on 22, 23, something like that. So yeah. So now we're gonna exit through the normal door, to the normal you know, main entrance to the compound. And yeah, this mission, the next one, which is the convention, is really tough, guys. I have to knock out 13 enemies without creating a panic in the party. The panic ruins the ghost bonus as well. You know, if people that are not soldiers or enemies see you, they create panic, and panic ruins the ghost. So because it's a kind of alarm. But I have a really nice strategy on how to knock out and hide all the bodies without even getting into much trouble. And it took a while, guys. I think it took a full day. I don't mean 24 hours, but like a full day sporadically of trying different stuff. And then we're gonna get the boss fight in a separate ending video. And you already seen who the boss fight is. It's the big guy, Viktor Marchenko. And also we're going to do non-lethal on him. But we're not gonna use EMP grenades because that's overused. Everyone uses EMP mines or grenades to get him down. I'm going to use something different, so that's gonna be really interesting, and that's gonna mark the end of this walkthrough, which was, to me, tons of fucking fun to make. Like, lately, guys, let me tell you, lately I was really disappointed with the latest games that released, especially No Man's Sky, which I was planning something really huge for No Man's Sky, but it depended on the game being good, and it's not only not good, it's a piece of fucking trash. So yeah, it ruined what could have been something that I still would like to do. Like, it's a project that can adequate itself only to exploration type games, but I can only think of 2 or 3 more games, and one already released, and I've been thinking all the time, how can I bring this game to the channel, because I'm just gonna say the name, it's Pillars of Eternity. I've talked about it. I love Obsidian, I love the old Baldur's Gate games and Planescape Torment, probably one of my favorite games of all time, Planescape Torment. And Pillars is just an amazing fucking game. And what I wanted to do with Pillars is first wait until the 2 expansions released, which was White March Part 1 and White March Part 2. And then I wanted to do the Triple Crown achievement, which is basically the toughest achievement that you can do in that game. It is, if I'm not mistaken, I could be, but if I'm not mistaken, it's going through the main game and the 2 expansions on the highest difficulty. That means that the enemies hit harder, and they have bonuses to health and other, and they are in larger numbers, which is really terrifying for an RPG because of what follows next. Permadeath. It's fucking permadeath, guys, but it's not permadeath for you. That's the interesting thing. I think it's called Path of the Damned, and if you die, it's not permadeath for you. I think, but I'm almost sure that this is like the Triple Crown achievement. But your companions, if they die forever, and that is so important because some companions are really essential. And there is a way you can create companions from zero, so you can play the adventure with NPCs that you created with own names and stuff. and that's also really cool. I was thinking about getting some new famous names of maybe some YouTubers and stuff, and make them companions, and do a really fun and challenging and different playthrough through that game, because I don't think I ever covered a pure RPG, old school RPG, right? I don't have anything like that. And I would love to bring Pillars of Eternity and do that project of that I was going to do with No Man's Sky, which is adaptable to Pillars of Eternity, of course. But see, Pillars of Eternity has a lot of reading, it has a lot of story, and I know I can trim out and make it the action alone, kind of like what I always do, or what I'm almost always do, but I don't know if I want to do that with Pillars, because Pillars answer incorrectly some questions, and the dialogue is really an important part of the experience in Pillars. So I'm not sure how should I approach this, like a full Triple Crown main game and the 2 expansions full walkthrough. Like, should I narrate myself? I'm not really good at narrating, to be honest. Should I just leave the when they are, because it's not fully voiced, so I have to narrate some parts.
How do I get there?
It's just difficult. It's difficult to adapt, and it's difficult that you're not gonna get bored by it, because if you play Pillars and you like those type of games, you're probably gonna watch it because it's cool to see. But if you are used to the kind of games that I always put in the channel, which are basically action adventures, third-person shooters, and usually games that have a lot of action, like this, right? It's gonna be so different that I don't care bringing stuff that's different to the channel, because if I play it, I mean, if it is stuff that I like and I play it, I don't have any problem to bring it. But the only issue that I see in this is that it might get boring, because it will be a really long walkthrough, guys. And maybe the first couple of episodes will be interesting to watch, because I will be creating the characters and you will be seeing what Pillars of Eternity offers. But in the long run, after the hour 30 or something like that, I don't know if you'll keep watching. And I don't want to bore everyone, because it is also a massive project to create, so it will take so much of my time to do it, that I will be losing time on other projects that might be more interesting to my subscriber base. So I'm not sure what to do here with Pillars. I want to do something. Maybe you can comment if you would like to see something like Pillars of Eternity, or if you even heard about it, or if you like the genre and the style of the game. Because either way, I was waiting for the part 2 of White March to come out, and now it's complete. Now it's the whole game is complete. So the Triple Crown achievement exists, and that's what I want to do. But I don't know if I will do it or when. So, and yeah, this couple of games that came out were kind of disappointment. I was kind of depressed, not really depressed, but bummed out, because there was almost nothing interesting and new for me to bring to the channel. Luckily, like what would I have done? I was thinking the other day, and I'm sorry that I keep rambling, but what would I have done if Fury didn't release, right? Because Fury was a surprise. Fury, I didn't expect Fury to be that good of a game, and that I would do 2 full walkthroughs and get so into Fury. Like, what would happen if Fury didn't release? I would have just have to wait for Deus Ex and Mankind Divided or something. Because there was nothing this year, guys. There, at least for me, there was fucking nothing. Like, there was Dark Souls, and I got a lot of content out of Dark Souls because, well, I love the game. I think it's the best Souls game at this point, and we haven't even played the DLCs yet. But and I still have one more walkthrough to show you guys. Even I finished the NG+7 SL1, but I still have one more thing that I want to show you, and it's even more difficult than NG+7 Soul Level 1, if you can believe it. But if I can do it, I don't know if I can do it. We'll see. But yeah, there's just, I want to bring new stuff to the channel. I don't want to bring old games. Like, oh my, okay, so I'm gonna play some old game that you have seen, and I'm gonna create a walkthrough of it. But no one needs a walkthrough of the old game, right? It's just for fun. It's just for entertainment. But I have to bring it in a, I always think about this, I have to bring it in a new original way, or a new very challenging way with limitations or something like that, because if not, I'm gonna get bored halfway through it, and then the walkthrough itself is gonna suffer, you know. That's my way of thinking. And I usually feel better, and that guy sees me. Look at how close this is. Well, he didn't see me, he saw something suspicious, right? And I always want to bring new games, but I don't always get the chance because there are none. And there are some new games that I would like to bring, or newer kind of games. For example, there is a new game that I've been playing a lot, which is called Darkest Dungeon, which I really like, but it's so RNG. The game nature is so RNG heavy that I could never do a playthrough, because it's just the way that I'm going to play it is not going to be the same way that you're going to play it. That's a reality. So maybe I could bring a playthrough, not a walkthrough, like a live playthrough even. Yeah, maybe I could bring a live playthrough when I teach you how to play that game. That game is really cool. It's really fun. So this was the last part, guys. It was a really long video. I got my rambling feel, because in the next video it begins the end of Mankind Divided, and I'm going to be talking a lot about what I'm doing. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked the mission, the very long mission, and you didn't mind rambling, and take care.